Hello everyone, welcome to my new episode regarding devolutions. It all starts from a webinar I attended a couple of days ago for the Devolutions PAM solution. It seems very promising product from Devolutions. They can do what PAM can do, such as discovery for your privileged account, remote connecting to your destinations without disclosing your password, and manage your privileged account lifecycle, set up right password policy, and also session recording, scheduled password rotation, workflows, multi-level approval for granular control access. All those functions seems very promising. The Devolutions very popular because of their RDM product, which kind of all IT pros, maybe in certain degrees, use this product since it's free and they can seamlessly connect into your target, normally it's Windows, VPN, Linux, or cloud. I started to learn this product, but I found that there's one thing I'm always confusing is how the documentation is so bad while the product is so promising. They didn't give enough explanation or step-by-step guide, even they do have getting started documentation. For example, the topologies. That's the only thing I found. There's no diagram here. Where is the single server topology? Where are those components? How they are talking to each other? Like gateway, hub, business, PAM server, how they work together? Not even one topology I can find out. It also provides 1 hour free Discover lab. You can launch a lab and play with it, which is awesome. I did that, and then I spinned it up and testing it through this, but just 1 hour. That's drive me crazy, so I decided to create my own lab to play with it. Since I like to know more about their PAM product, I'm creating a series of videos just like I did before for CyberArk. So this is basic diagram I'm going to use in my lab. Now let's jump into it. I'm going to explain the topology and what I'm going to do in this lab. Since this is a lab environment, I'm not going to split all component into multiple servers. I'm going to just using one server to configure everything in it to make it simplest as I can. I'm going to have Windows 2025 server, which I already installed it. It's just Windows 2025 basic installation. Nothing has been configured. It's in the Azure cloud with 16 GB RAM, 4 virtual CPU, 127 GB storage, which I believe is enough. Later on, I'm going to promote it as our domain controller, and then starting to install SQL Express and also Devolution servers, gateway, of course enable PAM. The RDM actually is going to be on my local machine, which remotely connecting to the server, either using browser or either using RDM client. Target going to be different Windows machine, Linux machine, or database or web application we can remotely connect into. So that's very basic topology. For now, we just need to set this Windows server up and promote it as domain controller, then starting to install components. Installing domain services, this process is actually a very boring process. So I'm gonna mute myself and play some audio in the background. I'm gonna make it play multi times faster. You can skip it if you know this part already. This is just for demonstration purpose. After system rebooted, we should be able to log in using the same credential. Now we have to create 3 service accounts: DB owner, DB runner, and the DB scheduler. We can go to users and the computers. I'm gonna create a new OU. We call it TPAN. New user. We're gonna use vault DB owner. You can make sure it's gonna be our local administrator group or domain administrator, since it's domain controller. So domain admins also part of administrators group. Continue create our second user. Since they are service accounts, so I'm gonna make sure they are not expired, not change it password. And they are part of domain users. So that completed our domain configuration and the service account configuration. Now we're gonna install SQL Server Express 2025. So we're gonna search for it. Just for your information, we are logged in as Vault DB owner, which is one of our administrators member. To search for SQL Server download, you're gonna go to this download page, download now, open file. We're gonna start to install it. Basic, accept, default folder. Since we are not using this one, so I think it should be okay. Let's close it and close it. Yes. We're gonna launch the configuration manager. We're gonna check the network configuration. We're gonna look at the SQL Server Express properties. There's TCP/IP. We're gonna enable that. Engine. Okay, let's conclude our SQL Server Express 2025 installation. So we're gonna download the Devolutions server. You can search Devolutions download. Devolutions server installation gonna help you to configure IIS. You're gonna go to the download center. Download center has everything. There's a PAM, there's a server. Doesn't matter which one you pick, it's the same thing. Eventually, it's the same exe file. So it's set up DVLS console. So that's usually we call it Devolution console. After finish console installation, then you can create your Devolution server instance. I would do typical. I even don't want to bother to go through this customization since this is lab environment. We make it simple to do. Next. Accept the 10. Start to install. Now it is installing prerequisite software. You might notice this flashing icon here. Make sure get that, say yes. Okay, they're installing the Devolution server console. Say yes again. Now we can launch the console. Say yes. Click IIS Diagnostics. We will not have IIS installed, so install prerequisite. So that will launch the PowerShell script to get all those components to be installed. After long waiting, prerequisite installed successfully. Close. Let's verify IIS. HTTP localhost, which is well, you can see IIS also being installed here. So let's conclude this section to install IIS. Now let's start to install Devolution server instance. So from the console, you can see install new instance. We already did IIS installation, so this will be our last step to deploy our Devolution server. Basic installation certificate. So as SQL installation has been detected, we just need to put the SA and the password, test connection. Perfect, since they are on the same box, so it can be very easily to connect it through. You also can install Devolution Gateway side-by-side installation, but that's not the purpose for this right now. So we will just get Devolution server up and running. We can connect to it. In the future, we will add that into our topology and get it done. Let's click install and continue. Before going any further, here is all the information that your installation, SQL Express, password. Let's copy those information, save as for the backup. We're gonna save on desktop for now. So your local Devolution server web page has been opened automatically. So now let's continue, because we are using self-signed certificate. So you will get this warning message. Let's continue for now. So it's still installing. It's in the maintenance mode. Now getting to production. So now we get the login window to sign into our Devolution server. So we do have our username password, that's the default one we can use. And then we also get this installation successful message. Let's close that. Go back to the login page. It will prompt you to change your password. Now we have Devolution Server 3 has been installed. You should be able to see the administration panel. There's a nice thing, it's onboarding list. So you will see there are quite 11 tasks pending you to do for onboarding. But at this moment, we already have our Devolution Server 3 version has been installed. It's full functional. We can log in and we can browse through the settings. In our next video, I'm gonna show you how you can connect into it, how can you open a port, how can you configure in other components to work together, especially when you can create in your vault and then grant the permission to your users granularly. So that's for all this video. That's the first one for Devolution PAM series. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new from here. If you like it, give me a thumb up and subscribe my channel if you haven't to support me. I'll see you in my next one.